Hey guys, it's Kaylee. I am back with another thrift haul. In today's video, I have a really good mix of stuff I picked up, stuff we're getting from wholesalers. We've got tons of athletic wear. We have style-based pieces. We have bins pickups. We have a ton of sweaters, which 'tis the season, so very happy to have tons of sweaters in stock. But yeah, I've got a really great lineup for today's thrift haul that I can't wait to share with you. Before we dive into today's thrift haul, I wanted to take another second to talk about one of my favorite partners on my channel, which is GROPack. GROPack is one of my absolute favorite places to buy shipping supplies. It's actually the place I buy most of my shipping supplies from. In fact, most of my shipping supplies do come free from USPS, but when I do need to buy supplies, I always go with the most affordable and effective option, which for me is GROPack. Their website is very clean and simple, and they have free shipping on all orders within the US. You basically just go on, you pick what kind of shipping supply you want. Do you want a bubble mailer, a poly mailer? Then you pick your color, your size, and your quantity. And one of the things that I love about GROPack is even in their smaller quantities, they are super affordable per piece, but the more that you buy in bulk, the cheaper it is per item. And not only that, but just being able to buy in bulk is a blessing. Just because on some other websites, you actually can't buy more than sometimes 100 or 200 items. You always have to do multi-quantity or order from different places. With GROPack, it's all in one place. Like I said, my favorite thing about them is they are so super clean and simple. I just got a restock. Our most used bag is the 10 by 13 poly mailer. That's what this is. This is also one of my favorite colors as well. It is the light beige color. So cute, kind of has that clean girl aesthetic or minimalist aesthetic. I love the plain tan. We also got this hazy light blue. Again, I just love, they do have like brighter colors, but I personally love the more muted colors. And yeah, there is something for everybody. We also got these bright lavender purple ones, which are also a nice touch. If you're interested in checking out GROPack, my affiliate link will be down below in the description box, as well as a coupon code for a discount off of your first purchase, and that will be on top of their already affordable prices. I consistently use them for my shipping supplies. I love them and I trust them. Now let's dive back into this haul. All right, you guys, I was just going to show you the clothing, but this bag is calling my name here in the background. So I'll actually show you this. I thrifted this week. I paid up for it. I went back and forth on getting it because I was worried about authenticity, but I did a little bit of digging and some research, and I do think that this is an authentic vintage Prada handbag. This is Prada Milano on it. It is a gorgeous shape, and generally speaking, in vintage handbags, if you can get a very neutral, more plain color, it's more like a classic feel. Those, in my opinion, are the ones that do the best. So I like that this is just a plain black, and I'll probably use tons of keywords with this, but definitely like vintage, Y2K, maybe even 90s. It's very hard to show you because it is such a structured bag, but pretty clean lining on the inside. The lining does have the like Prada shapes, you know what I mean? The little like squiggly line. So lots of indicators of quality. It also has the footbeds underneath, and it just does feel like a very luxury quality bag. I actually paid up for this. I paid $25 for this. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm going to list this for, but I think I'm going to list it high and just accept a best offer. But yeah, I thought this was an amazing piece and such great condition too for its age. All right, now let's dive into the clothing. Like I said, I have a really good mix of stuff. This first one is an absolute Bolo brand. Even right now with people switching to the more fall and winter stuff, this brand still has an amazing sell-through rate in shorts. And it is Bird Dogs, which if you don't know this brand, you would know that by looking at their inside label, because it doesn't actually say Bird Dogs, but it does say it on the back. And that also has their logo typically somewhere. This is in such a weird place, right in the middle down there, their little bird logo. But yeah, depending on the short you have, I'd say they go anywhere from like 35 all the way up to probably around 65, depending on what you have. But very, very high sell-through rate. So excited to get those. We also have this pair of bird dogs. Again, you're not going to know that it's bird dogs just from this, so you do need to be aware of it. And here is the logo. Again, same pricing with that one. This next one looks like it's a pair of men's Lululemon shorts. Looks like we do have a small little spot, so we'll just price lower because of that. Here is your logo here. That's one of the things with like higher quality or more luxury athletic brands, you know, the Bolo athletic wear brands, even with those bird dogs, like you gotta know if you don't have the label here, or maybe it's confusing, you gotta know exactly where to look for the logo, or you'll be passing on stuff like that. So with the fall, those are probably only gonna sell, I don't know the style, but probably 20 to 25 with the flaw. I know this style. I think these are the Dance Studio pants or something similar. Again, no label here, so you gotta know. Comes with the drawstring. These are a pair of what I think are the Dance Studio pants, and the logo is right here. I always know that the logo, you know what? These actually might be a men's pair of pants. I don't know if they have an equivalent of Dance Studio, but I think these are a men's style. But anyways, you gotta know where to look, and generally, for most Lululemon pieces, it's either going to be on the center back towards the top, or it is going to be on the left bottom, either on the front or the back. So I've just learned that over time. I actually thought I knew the style of those, but I think those are men's now. So without knowing the exact style, I am unsure. I would say at least 40 for those, but again, I'd have to double check. Next up, this is a pair of men's Patagonia pants. These are a size 36, excellent condition. Has the double knee situation here where it's a little bit baggy at the knee. Pair of pants. I'll probably use the keywords like gorp core and things. It has some really nice details on it as well. Oh yeah, the pockets on the back are really cool. I'm sure there's a specific name for these pants, but I'm hoping, I'm guessing at least 35 for those. When we do wholesale, by the way, these are already priced. Like my wholesale people that call, Nikki and Skylar, who do wholesale calls with our wholesalers, they've already priced all this stuff. I personally did not comp it, so I'm just making guesses for you guys. All right, next up, this is a designer brand that can perform well depending on what you have. It is APC. These are a pair of men's jeans, and they are stitched. So that's definitely going to significantly increase the value. We do have a little bit of wear from phones. However, you cannot be a pair of selvage jeans, especially in a designer brand. I have no idea what those are gonna go for. I would guess at least $80, if not much higher than that. All right, this one actually came from our closet. This is just a bread and butter. I went back and forth on listing this, but I got Joe this for our honeymoon / vacation at the beach. This is just a Calvin Klein men's size extra large. I figured it's Calvin Klein, it's 100% cotton, it's a size extra large. It's got some interesting floral colorway to it. I could at least get 20 to 25 for it, so we're gonna go ahead and list it. This is a pretty high sell-through rate brand. It doesn't always sell for a lot, but decent prices and pretty high sell-through rate. It is Wellen. This is a men's size extra large button-up shirt. This feels like it might be linen, but maybe also just cotton. Oh, it's hemp and organic cotton, so that's why. Some of these Wellen like t-shirts go for like 20 to 25. Since this is a button-up shirt with some good materials, I would guess about 30 to 40 for that. This one was also Joe's. This is a Built. This is an excellent, very sought after men's athletic wear brand right now. Bread and butter prices for the most part, but quick flips. This is a Built men's polo shirt, size extra large. Excellent condition. I think he only wore it a couple times. 25 to 30 on that. Also Joe's Polo Ralph Lauren men's extra large. These Pima soft touch polos actually do have a pretty high demand. And this is a nice light blue color, excellent condition. We'll probably list that for around 25. Also was Joe's. I feel like we got a couple more pieces here, but we're almost done. But they're great pieces I would pick up at a thrift store too. This is a men's very modern muscle tank from Lululemon. Generally, the men's have this like square around them. Not always, but I have noticed the more modern ones do. We've got to look up the exact style on this, but I would guess, you know, 25 to 35 depending on the exact style. This is a cut off Y2K shirt. We'll probably only get 25 for this, but it is kind of a cool shirt. It's a Dierks Bentley 2006 tour t-shirt with a front and back graphic. We'll use the keywords Y2K on that, and again, probably only 25. This one was also Joe's, and I was like, he gave it to me, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to sell that. And I actually looked it up, and some of these vintage tank tops, these specific ones, actually perform pretty well. Gasp. This is a men's size extra large. Got your spell out on the front. Thinner, like T-strap kind of style men's tank top. And then there's some kind of a logo back here. I think this was actually going to be listed for 30 to 35. This is a men's Ed Hardy shirt. This is a size extra large, graphic, front and back. I need to do some more research on this because I don't know if eBay was messing up the other day or if it was the way I was comping, but it seemed like the men's Ed Hardy shirts weren't performing as well as they used to, and I was like, that can't be right, but I need to look that back up. But at the very least, we'll get 25 for that. All right, some of these ones coming up are from the bins that I recently got. This is a J. Crew men's waffle thermal shirt. J. Crew men's thermal waffle pieces generally do pretty well for me. We'll probably list this one for $25. This is a Peter Millar men's quarter zip pullover. It does have some kind of a golf club embroidery on it, but at the bins, I was just gonna get it. I think this is a size large or extra large as well, and it's in really excellent condition. At the very least, we'll get 25. This is a J. Crew 100% cashmere sweater. This was from wholesale. These usually go probably 30 to 40, depending on how modern they are. And then we also have the same thing in blue. Actually, I think these are men's. I think it'll still probably be a 30 to 40 flip, but maybe slightly higher because it's men's. This is a women's Vince sweater. This isn't a brand I pick up a lot of, but during fall and winter, their sweaters can do really well. And then I'm trying to think of the other, what's the other brand that's similar to this? I don't know why I can't think of it, but I also like getting that brand pretty much strictly for fall and winter. This one does have a slight baby hole, so we'll definitely have, oh, actually there's a couple of baby holes. Nope, that's not a hole. We will price slightly lower because of that. I'll probably just go ahead and list this at 25, maybe 30. It kind of just depends on where the comp fell before, but we do sell things, especially cashmere, which I think this is. If they're a good brand with like a small flaw, we just make sure to notate it. All right, this is an excellent, excellent piece. This is definitely a men's brand you want to keep your eye out for. It is Buck Mason, very high sell-through rate on most things. And I don't even know what the men's cardigans are going for. I'm guessing this is a very, very pricey piece. So I am uncertain. I can't say. I would guess at least 75 for this, but I might be off by a lot in either direction. But it's a really awesome brand with a high sell-through rate. It's a substantial piece, plus it's a men's cardigan. And I mentioned this before, but men's cardigans in general, regardless of brand, significantly increase sell-through rate and value. So that's kind of why I'm thinking this is a really, really pricey piece. All right, next up, we have another men's Lululemon item. And here's a men's Lululemon item without, well, I think it's men's. It looks like men's without the square. Again, you got to know to look for those logos because look how much that blends in. You got to know to look. This is a waffle thermal hoodie. I have never looked up this style before. I would guess probably around 40 for that. Oh, I forgot about this brand. We were just talking about this. So this is a new bolo to me. It's called the Dad hoodie. We have found one and then wholesaled one. This is a new with tags one. So When I first came across it, I actually didn't know what it was, but it turns out that it's like a diaper bag in a hoodie. So you can put stuff on the inside. There's like pockets and things, and really actually amazing sell-through rate on this. You guys should definitely check that one out and be aware of it. Well, what do we have here? Is this Lulu? You guys are witnessing me seeing some of the stuff for the first time. I actually don't know what this is. Okay, let's pull it open here. I see a size large. Oh, it is Uniqlo. This is a men's Uniqlo coat. Uniqlo, I actually come across a fair amount of it, but I don't get most things, but they actually do have some pretty high quality pieces. Oh crap. Now that I've unzipped it, I'm gonna have issues. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm like feeling this. I'm like, the zipper, kind of like the button situation where it's like flip-flopped for men and women. Maybe I'm making that up. It just felt wrong to zip it that way. But Uniqlo, as I was saying, they make some pretty high quality stuff. So if it's a more substantial piece like this is a like pretty honestly substantial piece. It's got the tape seams. It's a rain jacket. It's men's. Excellent condition. Can go for quite a bit. And I've noticed Uniqlo and men's specifically performs pretty well. I've got no idea on this. My gut wants to tell me $50, but it could be much, much more or slightly less. But my gut wants to tell me $50 on that. Uniqlo also does collaborations a lot with higher end brands, and I find that their collaborations also perform well. All right, this is another Lululemon item. Again, oh, we actually have the tag on this. Well, this apparently significantly increases the value. So if you have the tag, great. But if not, don't let that bother you. You can still find the logo, and then typically the size dot is hidden somewhere either in one of the back pockets or one of the small pockets on the inside. I'm not going to dig that out, but pair of shorts, depending on style, these usually go pre-owned $35 to $40 for us. This was a bins pickup. I actually just showed this in a reel on Instagram, which, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, it is the same handle, Cayley Elaine. And I'm trying to be more consistent, and I post quite a bit of stuff over there, and it is more often than not just exclusive on Instagram. Sometimes I double post here on YouTube and there, but I try not to bog you guys down on YouTube with shorts because it seems, and I could be wrong, that my audience isn't really into shorts. They want the long form content, but I might test that theory out soon. But anyways, yeah, go check me out on Instagram. But I just showed these in a video. I got these at the bins. So these are just Sonoma. They're a size 18 pair of cargo pants, but surprisingly, they have over a 100% sell-through rate. Now, they don't go for a lot. It's like a $15 to $20 flip, but at the bins, 100% sell-through rate item, I'm absolutely gonna get that. Super easy to list. And yeah, I think that reel was about like, you know, broadening your thoughts on sourcing, because a lot of us get discouraged when we go to thrift stores and we're not finding like the bolo brands, like some of the pieces I've shown you today, like Lululemon and Buck Mason or Prada. But you know, sourcing doesn't just have to be that. There are tons of bolos, tons of 100% sell-through rate items. It's just you're probably not considering some of the brands that might contain 100% item things because you think it's a brand not worth getting. But here's a perfect example of that. So if you want, look up Sonoma size 18 cargo pants and check the sell-through rate, or follow me on Instagram so that you can see that stuff when it comes up. All right, next up, this is Judy Blue. This brand has slowed way down for me, so we try to stick to not skinny fit and also larger sizes. This is both. This is a size 15, and it is a like wide leg style. So I'd imagine this is going to do pretty well. I'm guessing 35 to 40 on that. We also have a pair of Spanx. This is a size 1X, which is an excellent size in Spanx. And I'm guessing this is their perfect pant because it feels like the perfect pant, which is one of their most popular styles. But any kind of dress pant that I find in Spanx, I usually get, even in smaller sizes, because those are the ones that do really well. And I think in the past I've sold them anywhere from like $40 all the way to $100 pre-owned. It depends on the size. I'm hopeful with this being a size 1X that it's going to be I don't know, like $65, $75. All right, this is a newer brand to me as well. Rooty, pretty pricey. This is a silk blouse. I have no idea on the comps for this. I just remember Rooty being a very pricey brand, and a lot of their pieces are silk. I would say at least 40 on that. And I got a lot of plus size pieces at the bins. This is one of them. This is CJ Banks, size 2X. This is a button up top, and it has a really nice kind of like embroidery back to it as well. Great piece, 25 bucks. I don't know. I don't know what this brand is. I don't know if we got this for style-based reasons or what. This is a newer brand to me. Let me know if you know it. It looks like it might be a pricier brand just based on the tacked on tag. But this is a very cottage core type top. So regardless, I think style is great on this. Next up, Eileen Fisher. We try to stick to plus size pieces in Eileen Fisher. However, we do get more substantial pieces. We'll make exceptions for certain things. This is a size extra large, so still a great size. And this is a silk, beautiful, oversized flowy top with a nice print, like boom, boom, boom. All the factors are there. I want to say like 35 and up on that, maybe even more. This is one of my favorite plus size brands to get recently. It is Rose and Olive. I love selling plus size in this. It generally sells for about 25 bucks for me. This one is new with tags, so I'm hopeful maybe a little bit more, maybe like 30 on this. And it is a black tunic top with a little polka dot detail, but yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Next up, this is Icebreaker. This is a fantastic wool base layer brand to know. This looks like it is a women's size medium short sleeve base layer, and yeah, great comps all day long on all the wool base layers like this, but especially in Icebreaker, I'd guess at least 35 on that. This is a Free People Beach, and it is a larger size, which is the main reason we got it. Really nice substantial piece too. Cowl neck sweatshirt, oversized, nice side slits, beautiful orange color, perfect for fall. Lots of great factor stacking, but mainly the fact that it is a size large is going to help increase the sell-through rate significantly. I have no idea because I didn't do the style like search on this, but depending on the style, I'm guessing it's like 35 to 50 on that piece. This is another cashmere piece. This is Bloomingdale's. Cannot say no to cashmere. Any cashmere, if there's no holes, in my opinion, I can always get at least 25 bucks for it. Bloomingdale's is a pretty good brand, so we might price up a little bit to maybe 30. All right, this looks like a factor stacking plus size piece. This is the brand Love Scarlet. I'm not familiar with this, so I don't know if it's a bolo, but it is a size 3X. Once you get to size 3X and 4X, I would say probably not even over that, but 3X and 4X seem to have significantly higher sell-through rates just in general on eBay for pre-owned plus size tops. So I love seeing 3X and 4X. So 3X, excellent size, more substantial piece. Oh, and it's new with tags. Look at that. Witchy vibes. I love the sheer sleeve, and I love this little detail here. I'll probably price this one up just because it is very aesthetically trendy. It's new with tags. It's a size 3X, so maybe even 30 to 35 on that. This is a Torrid. We are being pretty strict with Torrid. I normally would not get a size 1 in Torrid, a 1X, and just 1X in general, but this is a more substantial piece, longer length cardigan. It does look like it has a little, just teeny tiny discoloration to it. That shouldn't affect our pricing very much, but I'll probably list this for around 25. This is a Talbot's beautiful one size poncho, very Western, perfect for the season, more substantial piece. Generally speaking, we're only getting plus sizes in Talbot's, but this is a one size, so it could be, you know, could fit plus size, could fit anyone, and really gorgeous piece. I would say probably 30 to 35. This is also an exception we made for Talbot's. Like I said, I try to only get plus size in Talbot's, but we do make exceptions very similar to Eileen Fisher, kind of in the same vein in certain cases. In this case, it is still a larger size, an XL petite, It is a more substantial piece. It's a longer length cardigan, and it is a linen blend. So for those reasons, we made the exception. We'll probably still list that around 25 to 30. I have no idea. No idea about this brand. This looks like some kind of like an artsy Y2K brand, maybe. Dandy. Longer length coat, very artsy. I do think that this is a pretty trendy piece. They did the research, so they must know. I'm guessing at least 40 on that for it being a jacket. This is an Athleta piece. It is a size extra small dress. It is a beautiful cobalt blue. We have been kind of picky on Athleta, so this must have been a pretty good piece for us to get this, but it's a longer length dress in a beautiful cobalt blue. At least 25 for that. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, and lastly is a vintage, I'd call it probably Y2K, Diane von Furstenberg dress. It is silk, and it has like beautiful like baby doll coquette style vibes. I love this floral, dark floral colorway. It looks like we do have a couple of just small issues here, but still I think an excellent piece. We'll just be mindful of that small flaw right there as we price it, but this is a very, very on-trend piece. I could see this just aesthetically keyword-wise going in so many different directions, but this baby doll neckline right here, so trendy in just about anything. Definitely use the word Y2K. All right, guys, so that is the end of today's haul. Let me know if you guys enjoyed seeing the mix of stuff, wholesale, style-based, bins pickups, thrift store pickups. A lot of it, honestly, a lot of it was some pretty high sell-through rate bolo stuff, but there were some factor stacking in there as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching, and yeah, I'll be making many more thrift hauls, so I'll keep them coming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.